All right, guys. Hi, welcome back. This is Telly with Ecom Newcomers. Welcome back to our second video. So, real quick, I just wanted to I didn't get to have a chance to go over this last video. So, what I am going to redo the channel. Before it used to be about, my life is I wanted to document how I go through the day and, my life. But what I decided is I'm going to change the channel to my Shopify journey and what I've learned so far. So they give you some tips and so you guys can avoid the mistakes and waste the money that I did when I went through this. So, and I did put together a little checklist for you guys. So last time we went over real quick mindset and the decision. So the mindset, I'll go over, this requires consistent action. That is a business. Set small goals, one thing at a time. And then the decision, how we went over, excuse me, let me just roll down. The decision, either niche or general store. I give you the pros or cons, and what I recommend. Like I said, I recommend general store. When I did niche, I failed, but that's just me. So maybe you'll have success with a niche store. But like I said, I would recommend starting with a general store and then you niche down. So once you find that multiple running products, then you can niche down on that. So so now we're going to start this new. I'm going to move on. So building your store. So I do have a link underneath this video, and it's about how it could get you, instead of 14 days free, it could get you 21 days free, and then 10% off every month after that. Okay, so make sure you go to that link and set up that way. So so step 2, we're gonna install a theme. You can use a free one or a paid one. I recommend you start with free for now. Don't go too crazy because you do want to save that money that you have for advertising because that's going to make you money. Okay, so just start with a free one. Easily download it. Look at the different templates on the themes under Shopify, and decide what looks good and what you want to. So so step 3. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna upload your logo to your store. What I recommend you do is you go to Fiverr or make your own logo. I may go to Canva, but if you don't want to go through that, waste your time. Just go to Fiverr and you can get a logo. I do recommend you spend at least over $5. I recommend at least $10-15 to create a logo. And it may take a day or two. So while you're doing that, you start building your store. Once they they'll start taking care of that, and then you can continue building your store. So you don't need the logo. So then number 4, you got to create your privacy refund policies. So these is definitely legally help you out. So you're gonna go to settings, and then checkout, and then scroll to refund, privacy, and then TOS statements, and just click generate. But make sure you fill in the blanks. You go down and make sure if you want to put a different phone number, different address. You may want to get P.O. box in there instead of your own home address because that's what's going to put in as a default. So just advice. So so now we're going to go to step 5. So we're going to create a About Us page. So pretty much you're going to tell your customers about what your store is and why they should shop with you. So go into detail about like since you're a general store, discounted deals, great customer service, exclusive items not available in the store, etc. So, nothing too crazy, couple, maybe like a paragraph, something like that. Okay. Because like I want to say again, you really don't want to spend spend time in making your store, but don't become a perfectionist, because you could tweak things later online, but you do want to get. I mean, I'm not saying half. You know what? I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is, get it done, but don't be, like I said, don't become a perfectionist, because you can always tweak it in the future. So the main thing of this is just getting your site built and then starting getting traffic coming to your site, so you can start making some income, and then you can start, scaling. Okay. All right. So now we're gonna go to step 6. Set up frequently asked questions section on your store. Touch shipping times, refunds, how to order. You should be surprised if people find this difficult. I know it's surprising, but how can they contact support? Phone number support, what materials your product's made for if you do print on demand. Well, we're getting that out of video. So if you guys don't know what to put on this, what I recommend is you just look at your competition, other general stores, and just model what they're saying. Don't blatantly copy. Just model look what they're doing, and then model from that. Okay. So step 7, we're going to set up your contact page on your store. So what I recommend, sorry about that, scanning. So contacts page, what I recommend is you get like a fake number, like a burner app. I recommend going that. And then a different email address for like mailing box or something like that. Okay. All right. So now we're gonna move on. Payment processes. So you can, you can register for Shopify payments, which goes through Stripe. So which I recommend, or PayPal. Stripe is not cheaper. That's pretty self-explanatory. They're gonna, have you go through everything. Just make sure you test it. Make a test. Make sure you test it. Okay. So apps, I recommend in the beginning, Overlow, Track, Wheelio, and Ariu. Overlow is obviously a product research sourcer, so you'll be able to get it from AliExpress and then bring it into your store by clicking a button. It's pretty simple. And then you can be able to type in your descriptions and after that. Excuse me. And then Tracker. So Tracker is a pretty good thing for customer service. You'll be able to, your customers will be able to track where the packages are coming, this is good because with drop shipping, especially just starting out, it's going to take like 3 to 4 weeks for them to even get their product. So you want to make sure they're able to find where it is. Wheelio is a pretty good app. It creates engagement, so it gives them discounts and stuff like that. So when it gets their email address, and then the last one is I can't pronounce it with my Boston accent. And it imports customer reviews from AliExpress into your store. Now I do recommend you make sure you go over the reviews first. I usually delete because I'm selling in English speaking countries. I'll delete the ones that they're not English. And then sometimes they'll subscribe them to English. Make sure they make sense, because sometimes the translation doesn't really make sense at all. So make sure you go over that. And then obviously, I usually get rid of the negative ones. I put like 5 or 10 reviews on each product. That's what I usually do. So just no tip. I learned the hard way. You don't want to. I had some, I would say hate mail, but from customers that weren't too impressed with that. So I learned that the hard way. That probably cost me some money. All right, so that is it, actually, guys, for today. So next video where we are going to go, we're going to do product research and searching. This is a real important video, so you definitely want to stay tuned to that. Any questions, I'll just put it down in the comments and I'll answer them. All right, guys, have a great night and take care.